Van Wolf MTG here, and in light of the holiday season, it's Modern Monday, and I thought I would find a modern deck that is primarily in, the Christmas colors. I celebrate Christmas, and my house is pretty much, going to be decorated in those colors a lot, so I thought I'd get used to it and get pumped and ready for it, because this is like baby Chandra's first Christmas that she actually knows what's sort of going on. And so we've kind of gone all out a little bit. We keep buying her all the presents because she wants to open them all, and she's going to get to open them all, and it's going to be so cute. Also gives me an excuse to eat hot chocolate on the video and to wear the lights that I happen to have from a leftover ugly sweater Christmas party. So Ponza. Ponza is usually a green-red deck, but there have been some cases where it went to the dark side and had black in it. Generally speaking, what this is land destruction is the primary thing. Deny your opponent mana resources, and then kill them with some, decent-sized creature that you just punch them in the face with multiple times. Basically, that's what you're looking at. So, Ponza decks take advantage of greedy mana bases. We know in Modern that with fetch lands, you can get basically any land you want, and dual lands are very common, especially things like the shock lands and stuff like that. You can go get them, use them for whatever color, but that kind of makes your mana bases a bit greedy, and if you have something that can, turn that on its head and make them all mountains, like Blood Moon or something, that really hurts you in your gameplay. And that's exactly what Ponza tries to do, take advantage of those greedy mana bases. Unfortunately, because of this and some of the costs of the cards involved that you need, it's a little bit slower than most decks. So you kind of have to hope to get to the long game a little bit with this deck. You gotta get there, and then you can do everything you want. So let's start off with my favorite type of card, creatures! I love creatures. Like always, these creatures have a very specific purpose. You've got a bunch of ramp creatures like Birds of Paradise and Arbor Elf that you can play. Occasionally, these decks also run Courser of Crewfix. And then you also have some utilitarian creatures like Acidic Slime to help with your land destruction motif that you're going for. And then you have my favorite part of the creatures in this deck, the finishers. Things like Stormbreath Dragon and Inferno Titan, big red baddies that you just punch people in the face with that I love so much. So moving on to spells. You do have some ramp spells. Utopian Sprawl is kind of like the backbone to this deck. It really, really needs it in here. And then you have spells that take care of your opponent's lands, because that's what this deck is all about. Things like Stone Rain, Muvonic Acid Moss, Molten Rain, Primal Command even does that, and occasionally Beast Within can help you. Yes, it is a little bit of a drawback, and that beast can be really punishing, but getting rid of a specific land can be a real key to getting this deck to get to the long game. Also in our land affecting area, we have Blood Moon, Crumble to Dust, and Tritosphere. And the final category of spells that we have are the removal slots. Things like Bonfire of the Damned, Mizium Mortars, Lightning Bolt, my favorite card ever, Anger of the Gods, Sweltering Suns, and Fire Spout. A lot of these decks also run my girl back there, Ashandra Torch of Defiance. She's great, she gives you mana, she can be a removal spell as needed, and her ultimate's okay, but you're not using it for that at all. You're just using it for the other things. And our lands, like most decks, have your basics, which are going to be very important if you get Blood Moon out, fetches, and your dual color lands. Occasionally you'll see a few utilitarian lands like Kessing Wolf Run, and those just have an added bonus of doing a little bit extra with what you need. Things for me to remember with this deck. I got to get to the late game. I need to have that early removal and make sure I'm playing for the late game. Basically, I need that early spot removal at the beginning like Lightning Bolts, and in the mid game I need things that can start taking out their lands and getting me further into the late game so I can get one of my finishers out and finish the game. I'm really looking forward to playing and trying out this deck. I'm not sure how well it fits in with my playstyle, but it'll be a good challenge for me, and I need one of those. So let me know in the comments below if you have any tips or tricks for playing Ponza. Like this video and subscribe for more.